Starting off with number 1 on the list, we have the armored Karuma. You can get this vehicle for 697k, but if you have the trade price, you're able to get it for as low as 525k, which is a very affordable price if you ask me. Now this vehicle has a top speed of 109 miles per hour / 175 kilometers per hour, which is very decent for an armored vehicle like this. Now the special thing about this vehicle is that it has bulletproof windows, which makes it very difficult to get shot out of the vehicle while you are being attacked by other players in GTA Online. Now the bulletproof windows are even better when NPCs are trying to attack you, so it will be very good for completing missions in GTA. Now unfortunately, the armored Karuma will blow up with one rocket, so this vehicle does not have the ability to survive an RPG since it doesn't have any explosive protection. Now another cool thing about the armored Karuma is that it's a 4-seater, so you can fit all your friends inside of the car and travel around the map, which will make it very convenient for heists and other missions like that. Also, you can't use any of your throwables for some reason, and you cannot shoot 360 degrees, so you can only shoot at certain angles, which is kind of annoying in my opinion. Our second vehicle on this list is going to be the Pagasi Body 801. You can get this vehicle on the Southern San Andreas Super Autos for only 15k. That's right, literally only $15,000, which is a very affordable price in GTA Online. Now, this vehicle has a top speed of 135 miles per hour / 217 kilometers per hour, which will allow you to travel the map very fast. Another thing about this vehicle is that since it's a motorcycle, it's going to be very agile, so you won't have any problems handling this vehicle whatsoever. Now, this is a very good beginner vehicle since it's super cheap, priced at only 15k like I said earlier, so I highly recommend purchasing this vehicle. Also, if you own the agency, you're able to add a missile lock-on jammer to your vehicle for only 400k. Now if you don't know what a missile lock-on jammer is, it basically prevents players from being able to lock onto your vehicle, and only certain vehicles have this option. So it will stop those annoying Oppressor Mark II griefers from being able to lock onto your car, which will ultimately give you peace of mind at the end of the day. But yeah, like I said earlier, this vehicle is very fast and pretty agile, so I highly recommend you get it because it's super duper cheap. Our third vehicle on this list is going to be the Night Shark. You can get the Night Shark on Warstock Cash and Carry for $1.245 million, which is a very decent price for a vehicle like this, considering most of the vehicles in this game are very overpriced due to inflation. Now the Night Shark has a top speed of 105 miles per hour / 168 kilometers per hour, which is very good for an SUV like this, considering it's also armored. Now let's talk about the real reason why you should own this vehicle. So as you can see, the vehicle is an armored SUV, so it's going to be difficult to get shot out of the thing since the windows are going to be bulletproof. Now the Night Shark also has some very good explosive protection. It can take up to 27 homing missiles, 9 RPGs, 23 explosive sniper bullets, and 5 shots from a tank. This thing is a very heavy vehicle, and it can also withstand a ton of damage. For instance, the Oppressor Mark II can only hold up to 25 homing missiles, and the Night Shark can take up to 27 before blowing up, which means the Oppressor Mark II will not be able to kill you while you're inside of your Night Shark because they would have ran out of ammo in the process of doing so. So if an oppressor is attacking you, you simply don't need to worry at all because they're going to fail if they try to do so. So once you buy the Night Shark, it's not going to come with the bulletproof window plating protection. So you're going to have to add that to your vehicle while you're inside of the LS Customs. Now the bad news is that you're unable to use your weapons while you're inside of the Night Shark, and you're only able to use the stock machine guns that come with the vehicle, which are pretty garbage. But if you remove the window plating, you're able to use your weapons, which is a very cool feature. You can also use your throwable items such as your sticky bombs, grenades, and other weapons by removing the window plating. Lastly, you can use the Night Shark on missions with your friends, and the vehicle can also carry up to 4 people since it is a truck, so that's going to help you a lot. Our fourth vehicle on this list is going to be the Duke of Death. Now you might be able to get this vehicle on Warstock Cash and Carry for entirely free, which is also insane because a vehicle like this should cost way more than that. Now the stuff that this vehicle comes with is very good for a beginner. If for some reason you're unable to get the vehicle for free, then you're able to purchase it for only 665k, which is still worth buying. Now the Duke of Death has a top speed of 114 miles per hour / 184 kilometers per hour, which is not bad for a muscle car. Now the Duke of Death also has very good bulletproof armor, so it will be difficult for NPCs and other players to attack you while you're inside, which will also make it similar to the armored Karuma. The difference is that this vehicle can actually take 8 homing missiles, 3 RPGs, and 7 rounds from an explosive sniper, so it has some very decent armor protection. And then the cherry on top for this vehicle is that like the Batty 801 motorcycle like earlier, you're actually able to add a missile lock-on jammer to your Duco Death, which will prevent you from getting locked onto. So that means you'll have the missile lock-on jammer and you'll be able to take 9 homing missiles. So you're basically going to be impossible to stop. Now you're still able to get shot from the driver's side of the vehicle, but in the rear of the Duco Death, you should be completely bulletproof, which is very good. Now one last thing before we move on. Like most of the muscle cars in GTA Online, you're able to wheelie while you're inside of the vehicle if you hold your acceleration button and your handbrake at the same time. This will help you get over very small obstacles in GTA Online. Alright, so our 5th and final vehicle on this list is going to be the Sparrow Helicopter. This helicopter has a top speed of 168 miles per hour / 271 kilometers per hour, which is very quick. So yeah, this helicopter will be very good for traveling around the map. Now unfortunately, you will need to own a Kosaka submarine before being able to purchase this vehicle, but the vehicle price itself will cost $1.8 million. So this vehicle is going to help you a ton while you're doing the Cayo Perico heist, because if you don't own one, then you're going to be stuck driving a boat to the shore. And trust me, you do not want to do that because it's going to take you a long time. You're going to end up just wasting time at the end of the day. So just do yourself a favor and invest in the Sparrow Helicopter. Now unfortunately, the Sparrow does not have any explosive protection or armored protection at all, but it does have unlimited missiles, which is very good because you won't ever run out of missiles. You can actually add countermeasures to your Sparrow Helicopter while you're inside of your Kosaka. These will help you fight off enemies who are trying to attack you, and they will help you avoid griefers, which is a good thing. Now this vehicle is going to be stored inside of your moon pool inside of your Kosaka submarine, and whenever you want to request your Sparrow, you can just call it from the interaction menu and it will spawn very close to you. But yeah, overall this vehicle is very good for traveling around the map and completing the Cayo Perico heist setups and preps, so I highly recommend you get this helicopter because you will definitely make a return on your investment. Consider checking out this video on your screen.